My sister would be proud of what they did.
This project became something very special to us. We were right at the height of the pandemic, and prices were astronomical far as labor and far as materials. So to cut down on a lot of the costs, I pretty much had to take the steps and the roles of a GC. The cost of materials were so high that it kind of pretty much threw me outside of the budget that I had set for this house. So taking on this endeavor was a learning lesson and a opener for vulnerabilities. Let's see. Might be able to use this one. This board here. Keep that one and throw the rest of them in the trash.
The project started out honestly as a dream. It started out as a conversation with my husband, Ray. I would ride past there pretty much every day almost. And when I would have him in the car, I would say, hey, that's where I used to live. I would love to own that house. I would love to have that house and to make it a home for someone. And he actually made that happen.
My name is Owen Burney Jr. I'm president of Burney Construction Company. I purchased the home 707 Douglas Avenue in 1980 and been on the house ever since, and then sold to Brandy and Mr. Harold. Been knowing Miss Brandy ever since she was a baby, almost 4 or 5 years old. She kind of grew up with me living in the home at 707, and once we moved out of the home, and Miss Barbara moved into the home along with Brandy, and they stayed in that home, ever since. I mean, until she got grown and left. But Brandy was an outstanding student and outstanding young lady. I'm so happy that Mr. Harold and Miss Brandy were able to buy this home and do all the fine renovations that they did to the home.
The skills and values that I've learned from this project is something that I would have never gotten unless I was hands-on. So I most definitely believe that being hands-on in this project has provided me with a set of skills that I will be able to utilize from here on out.
My relationship with the Legacy Project is very personal. 707 Douglas Avenue is my childhood home. That's where I grew up. My grandmother, Miss Barbara Ann Green, she actually raised me. So this project is unto my heart.
During the demolition process, it was one of the times where I kind of doubted myself to ask myself, man, did you bite off more than you could actually chew? And to see the house completed now in the state that it is in, it is nothing but a blessing to see that all goals that are set can be conquered and executed in the end.
Some of the strengths in this project, again, was leaning on each other, trying to understand how to navigate through this project together. Some of the struggles pretty much included working with different contractors, working with different personalities. Also defining what we actually wanted, making sure that we wrote it down, but we made it plain, and communication was a big key in this project. This project really surpassed what I could ever dream of. There was a blueprint that we started out with, and it succeeded. It went over and beyond my imagination.
Jag minns ju den tid du gav mig livebilder, yo. Nu vill jag kunna ge tillbaka allt jag inte kunna ge förut. Det finns ingen annan där som kan stå här by my side, oh.
Today, we honor the legacy of love and faith that was passed down by my grandmother, Barbara Ann Green. She loved this community. And during this project, everyone, and I do mean everyone, that stopped by to talk to my husband and I shared their most memorable moments with her, whether if it was a kind word, a listening ear, laughter on this porch, which I call the porch of promises, or a home-cooked meal. She showed compassion to all.
Aldrig, aldrig, aldrig kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Varje gång jag bak på dig, jag tänker åh vilket kap jag gjort. Jag skulle gå tillbaka till tiden om allt igen. Förstå, förstå, förstå.
Sorry. It's still supposed to be a part of it, right? Because I haven't had time to decompress. I spent a lot of time going back and forth at the house, just looking and imagining what it would actually look like. It is wonderful. It looks amazing. The most emotional part, as you can see, is that I really wish that my grandmother was still alive so we could actually move her back into the home so she could live as comfortable as possible. But I know she is very proud and smiling down on us.